So this talk lo mi follow up long previous talk me talk long elections. But this plan me like talk one thing you may long one important report where the Special Parliamentary Committee long National General Elections even come up in been presenting the Parliament long early last year, where this report it got 70 recommendations where me talk long how best you mean up long straighten reforming election system lo mean said lo PNG lo avoid him all heavy long election ways have come up all got the elections observation report blog the Commonwealth blog Transparency International PNG na all narpla NGOs na private sector while is involved play elections so-called elections blue me ko worst level of violence die property lost inside the elections will come up worse election process will hijack so the process for election more also we suppose to come up. Suppose you look you go back and elections one important process where it determine when kind government by come up. So suppose election process come up good behind him order, it behind him law, you expect him this government whereby form through law this process also one government whereby obey him law and by behind him law now by me uphold him rights from citizens inside the country. Now me bring him you may go back. One I'm display report. So just after long 2022 National General Elections, plenty of election observation report now display so much elections blue me 2022 more worse than 2017. So one good plus something where you can give him credit to your government blue me the Marape government is that I mean recognize him also. There has to be something done about it. Or two like got scoring goal too long come up in some good percentage. So only come up in this Special Parliamentary Committee. We only mark him Governor Blo ECP Honorable Alan Baird. He go pass one time Kate Idahu na all members some governors only go pass law display. So only conducting public hearing across the country. Only compiling all observation reports where belong all Commonwealth observers, belong ANU, Australian National University, belong Transparency International. Now not only put him on display report one time. Only kisim input belong all academics or Saverman inside the country, law Australian or Pacific region, the place ground long elections. Only putting one time. Na only come up in independent committee where me body or support. Independent body where we support him all na display including Institute of National Affairs or INA, Transparency International where we shall plenty work more long space for good governance na elections inside the country. So me fortunately stop display time long attending the validation of display report when been come up long National Research Institute na plenty prominent Papua New Guineans only give him critic long all display 70 recommendations where Special Parliamentary Committee me put in one time. Are you talking about like people like head of universities, Dr. Webster, former director of the National Research Institute, Dr. Sanida, and all the others like the think tank and Madam Winnie Kiap amongst others. So these are very prominent public servants, prominent diplomats who only give him input long all this brilliant report where Governor Alan Baird na committee long only come up in. And they only got 4 main TOR belong all display only come up in report belong na only bring him go to parliament. At that time this vote of no confidence is start come up, so maybe all money go pass only start opposition, like maybe government no consider them seriously, but simple key something in the report where he can solve plenty of problem. One plan they look long establishing a parliamentary standing committee on electoral matters. Where I mean not just some election to solve the Special Parliamentary Committee come up, but it has to be a parliamentary standing committee where I work long and just push them support long government lo give him resource na funding long election na provide him this ongoing scrutiny long PNG matters long election process now display. One plan long or not plan display long establishing one plan mechanism of accountability within the PNG Electoral Commission. So right now you may got one plan electoral commissioner who can easily be manipulated by the government. He can influence him long push him agenda long of parties or long or liat long. So one of the recommendations in the report was to really increase the number of electoral commissioners, so you don't have one electoral commissioners deal with the resourcing and financing, to deal with the government, to deal with management, to deal with running of electoral elections. So you have certain electoral commissioners with powers for each areas. And so emi kamapol and bafa was supposed political influence like there is already a system that filter it. So you don't have only one person to be manipulated. Decisions belong electoral commission has to be a quorum of certain number of commissioners in there. So I'm one pla belong all these pla recommendations. Even stop inside long all these 70 bla recommendations. Another pla thing big pla na important part long long this pla report I call long must get amendment or review of this pla organic law on provincial and local level government. Lo give him strong too long or provincial election steering committee or elections managers lo provinces na all this pla long make sure and this body only call him long interdepartmental election committee long strong in work long coordinating work long all departments long supporting process of the election. This recommendation he ask him too long he must get presence or representation long civil society, because civil society constantly provide him this independent perspective out of the government influence and agendas long represent him all people inside law this interdepartment committees long give him some all input long all people inside law this so you looking law this timeline long this special parliamentary committee report where you give him the parliament. The year 2024 last year was supposed to be the starting point of the implementation or timeline. So it would probably start with the amendments to the organic law and local and provincial government, or basically the laws regarding elections, so that this enabling environment or this legal framework now come in place allowing all say 69 recommendations long inside long all years leading up to 2027 by you may start implementing all this plan, so that time may come long 2027 we are prepared now, so we don't repeat some of the many also mistakes we may walk in long or narpla elections and come. But unfortunately time Alan Bird and he present in this report equal of parliament, it becomes just like many other inquiry or reports where me collecting does. So government is spending big money long working this work report, but I mean not prepare or spending money long implementing this report. So that is where our failure is. We spend so much on a report to look good that we couldn't really implement the report. Let me say I think the fact that suppose this report implemented plenty current members, they would not make it in 2027, because the 70 recommendations cut all the crap out of the system, so that we have a good filtering system, a good legal framework that protects the integrity of the elections as you may go inside long 2027 National General Elections. So 1 year has lapsed and there is no funding to implement this Special Parliamentary Committee report, where well, have a belong now you may look in that this election, LLG elections as shown, it's given us a sampling of what to come in 2027. So it's already late given the speed at which the government implements its projects. So if this year 2 goes, so 2025 lapse now, so 2 years out of 4 years to really implement these recommendations from the Special Parliamentary Committee is out of the way, and it looks really doomed on the fact that this report no good by Ellen and implementing, and then the same old process of the hijacking process of the elections now all that display by come up again long 2027. So you were expecting the fact that most of the members of parliament wouldn't be mandated members, they would be hijacked as a result of hijack systems into the government. So now you're looking, if you have a government that doesn't respect the constitution, it starts with the process of election. If they can respect the process of election, the laws that governs election, obviously they can respect the constitution that gave birth to the laws of elections. But there is hope, and we have to be optimistic of the fact that The power for the mandate lies with each and every eligible voters in this country, and we have to be strategic with how we cast our votes so that we make it the best local weekend. So what you meeting in bell na may voting back rise, you meeting in boat na moto ba you kisim, you taking couple of house below you, one black car below you member promising. You are doing injustice to the generations to come. You kay now na beginning blue behind would be a disgrace living amongst the conscience of the society, those right-thinking citizens of this country, because and product long you. So me losing this platform is just a carry-on continued discussion from Dr. Blamilo elections, the Gaman Blong LLG election deferral. Now me like talking with me also. The answers were given in the Special Parliamentary Committee report, which the government has also failed to deliver for us.